Alright, this is Randalicious. Welcome to the 12th Hexis podcast. We're streaming this podcast, so hopefully we don't fuck up too much, and hopefully the voice levels are balanced out well. Hopefully you guys enjoy the podcast, and we'll take some questions after we finish talking about the topics that we have on tap. Let's get into it. So I'm Randalicious, and I'm the leader of Hexis.
I'm Trance. I'm a general in Hexis.
I'm Maz. I'm ranked 12,322 Hunter.
I'm Ecdubs, and I'm currently going for max total.
I'm Jiklim, and apparently I collect cats. I'm not too sure though.
Alright, so there was a new EHP update today on CML, and in that update they changed the crafting EHP rate, and just a whole bunch of rates that they've changed over the last week and a half or so. So, what do you guys think about the new EHP rates? How much EHP did you lose? How was your EHP rank affected? And if you think any rates should be changed, which skill and what rate?
I think the new rates are very simple. I don't think there's any that are like too high or too low now. I think fletching should be absolutely zero. I think you can do fletching without actually spending any time while woodcutting or slayer or whatever, but not a big deal. It's something like a 100-hour skill apparently on CML. So other than that, I only lost like 100 hours and I gained a couple ranks because all the dartscapers like fell below me.
Yeah. My EHP rank didn't change at all. I was 5 before, and I'm 5 now. I like that the rates are so much more accurate than what they were before. I don't know how I feel about the fletching one though. That's the only thing that's kind of up in the air for me. I thought the battle salves for crafting should be 330, not 340. I've never had a 340 hour. Maybe I just suck, but I think that's a little bit high. I like that they're a lot more accurate. I lost at least like 900 hours, and I think I was at 6K. I'm not on 5.1 now. But yeah, that's about it for me.
I like the new rates. Like, it's a lot more accurate, and yeah, just not seeing 300 hours on the current top anymore is a lot nice. And I lost around 150 hours, but my rank was barely affected.
I lost around 150 hours. I think I dropped like 10 ranks, so it wasn't that bad. I think the HP rates are like a lot more consistent with how the game is. But from like a psychological standpoint, when you like when you got logged out after 6 hours, you would see your EHP go up by like 6 or like even higher than 6, and it would feel really good. Now you do it and you get like 5.5, and you just feel like complete shit because you wasted like half an hour doing absolutely fuck all.
That is true.
Yeah, I only got affected by it a bit because I've been fishing whilst playing other games. And before, oh, you're there now. Now I've just been playing other games because there's other games out there apart from RuneScape. But yeah, I only lost like 2 or 3 ranks, so I'm not too bothered. I'm not really an efficient player anyway, I just play for consistency.
How many hours did you lose? Because I saw Rain plummeted in the rankings with the fishing update, and you have all that fish XP.
Not too sure, but I think I lost like 100 just from fishing, so not too much.
It's not bad. I saw someone in the CC earlier today saying that Jace really dropped a lot. I'm really surprised that he went from 4 down to 8. That was a huge decrease, although he's only 150 hours back of getting 4. Alright, there was a Reddit post about someone who was muted for player harassment because he was hopping worlds killing paladins. I know that Ginge did this. Thankfully he wasn't muted, but do you think that it was a justifiable offense, or is Jagex just being dumb?
I think it was justified because bug abuse at the end of the day. It's unintentional for the XP increase that people got, so
No, he's talking
The
about the
the,
people
the
that got banned
person
for
the
killing them.
yeah, the person was
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
prevent it from happening, and they were
I thought you
punished for
were talking about,
trying
like,
to
people actually pickpocketing.
No, no.
Let's see. Um, yeah, this is live streams. Mess ups can happen. Just not reading the question, so yeah, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. The people killing paladins.
People
I
were
don't
killing
know.
paladins, and they were muted for player harassment on the people who were training on them.
So it's probably justifiable, depending on what they said to the other player.
I think it is absolutely ridiculous that people were muted for trying to prevent it. I just really don't like that at all. I don't think it was justified whatsoever. It's really stupid.
I would think it would be justified if it wasn't a bug. Like if you're just hopping for 100 worlds, killing paladins just to annoy people doing thieving, then I think it's justified. But because it was a bug, I think Jakes is just stupid for banning people.
I really think there was more to the story because looked like there was a lot more to the report that they didn't show in the picture. They just showed like the beginning because when you report somebody and you get reported, the chat log that it shows can be from like a decent amount of time ago. I think it's from the last time you logged out, and he probably said something later on that got him reported for and got him muted for player harassment. I don't think he got muted for that exactly, but if he actually did get muted for just that, that's pretty fucking stupid.
I'm sure there has got to be a little bit more to the story.
I don't think the fact that it was a bug matters at all in the justification. The people who muted him probably had no idea what was going on with the bug or anything. They were just seeing people pickpocketing something and then it dying. I don't think just that's enough. I mean, they're not going to ban somebody for killing a spider that someone's splashing on or whatever, but since they were trash talking them, that's probably why they were muted more so than them killing an NPC.
Yeah. Alright, have any of you guys done the Easter holiday event? And do you guys do all the holiday events, or do you just not do them at all because they're XP waste?
So I did the Easter Holiday event like earlier today. It really pissed me the fuck off because there was that one spider that sits behind those walls, and you have to use like explosive while standing in a certain spot to kill it. So I would look up guides, and like every single fucking guide did not like skipped over that part. Like there was a guide that literally showed you there was like 5 things you have to kill, and the guide showed you how to kill 4 of them, and the one that was actually like you have to do something in particular, it didn't fucking show, and I was really pissed off. But anyway, I think the holiday events are not XP based because the reindeer hat was pretty good, and who knows what the next item might be that they'll make OP for skilling randomly.
Although it was XP waste when I lost like, I don't know, 20 minutes doing it, so it wasn't a big deal. Okay. But yeah, I did it because the outfit's really cute, and I'll link that in the chat.
Jesus.
Problem?
I have no clue what the outfit looks like. I
I saw it before. I think it was in like baseball,
That's so
rare
fucking
cake,
off.
bunny feet. I think the bunny feet are, like the next flippers in the game.
I
But yeah, I did the Easter event. I've done all the events so far. I don't see any problem in doing them because, yet again, I'm not efficient, blah blah blah. But yeah,
man, I did the Christmas event 2013. That was the only one that I've done. Probably the only one that I don't know. I might actually do the Christmas event when it comes around because party hats are unnecessarily expensive. But I haven't done any besides that one. Don't really plan on doing it.
I've done all the events. They only take around 15-20 minutes, so it's not much of a waste of time. And yeah, the outfit looks pretty cool.
Alright, my ghost recolored the serpentine helms to match the 3 different phases of Zulrah. If you guys have seen them, are you a fan of the work or not?
I am a fan of Ghost. I don't really care too much about a simple recolor on the Serpentine helm. I mean, it looks nice, but I'm a fan of Ghost. He's been doing really good stuff recently.
I was wondering why it was taking so fucking long to make those helmets recolored, because I figured all they had to do was like just change the color of it and that would be completely fine. But turned out that he changed all the heads to match all the different forms, which is pretty cool. And I guess that's justifies the time it took. But the achievement diary cape he did was pretty fucking awesome. So that was probably the best thing I've seen from him, and I am a fan of his work. I think he is a cool person too. He replies to most of his tweets that he gets on Twitter well, on Twitter, yeah. But yeah, I think he's doing good. I prefer Alfie though. Alfred.
I do as well, but I really do like the recolored ones. The red one, I guess, looks the best because it can more so match with like max strength bonus. Do like what he's been doing recently, though, definitely.
Yeah, I think he's starting to design content that looks good with the rest of the game, not just something that looks like it should belong in RuneScape 3. So I think.
Oh, I think what he did for the achievement diaries, like the elite armor, I think that shit looks terrible. That's one thing that I gotta critique.
I don't really like that, but say some like bits of work probably good, but some pieces of work aren't so good.
I just looked at the helm like 30 minutes ago. It looks pretty cool. It's just a recolor, but it looks nice that it goes with more outfits, I guess.
Fashion escape, baby. Alright, so RS3 came out with some ridiculous looking outfit where like you're a shark and the outfit like eats the fish so you never have to drop the food or drop the fish, and you're able to constantly fish unless the spot changes. How bad of an update do you guys think this would be to old school?
I don't think it wouldn't be in the spirit of the game because RuneScape 3 is just ridiculous with what you can do and what you can wear. I know, like, I probably do a lot of fashion skate, but not to that extent. I don't want to be like half a shark, half wings with jazz hands, whatever they're called. So
I don't really
I
care too
think
much.
it's pretty okay though.
I don't care too much about like how the outfit looks or anything. In fact, the animation's kind of funny, but especially in old school, you could just like stay logged in by putting something on your arrow keys to move the camera. I mean, I've had fishing spots stay there for like 15 minutes sometimes, so that'd be kind of crazy.
As far as how it looks, I think it looks fucking horrendous. When I saw it, the first time I saw it was on Alkin's stream. Alkin has like some overlays, so he can't see what he's doing, like what he looks like. But somebody else next to him had the shark outfit on, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It was so fucking disgusting. I couldn't believe my eyes. As terms of what it does, it's really fucking OP, but that's kind of what you expect from OS3. I think RS3.
When I first saw it on someone's video, I don't remember whose it was, but it like he was fishing and like his head was going into the fucking water to get the fish. That looked ridiculous. I think it would be a really bad update for the game, and I think it just looked like the animation of how you fish with it and how it looks. I just think looks really dumb.
Yeah, I think it's stupid as well. Just makes the game more easy and AFK, and just looks stupid as well. It doesn't really fit into RuneScape.
I have a question. Can you 3-tick fish like you can on RS3? Barb fishing?
I don't know.
RS3 doesn't have the tick abuse stuff that we have.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see how stupid it would look to like 3-tick fish with that stupid outfit on.
Alright, so they came out with a merchandise store a couple days ago. Would you guys ever consider buying anything from it, or like any RuneScape accessories and clothing and shit like that?
I would if I had money for it, but I don't, so yeah, maybe I'd consider it.
I don't think I'd ever wear anything that was RuneScape related, unless it was like as a joke or something. But I mean, I'm not gonna waste my money on it. Kind of overpriced, and you gotta ship it from UK, so it's like $30 for a shirt. It's kind of dumb.
That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't really buy anything from it. Like the shipping costs would be far too high, and I wouldn't wear anything anyway. So
The only shirt I would wear was the one that I wanted to be put in, but it's probably not gonna get put in. But anyway, I wouldn't buy the costume, like the shirts from the merchandise store. But something I would buy would be like action figures of like something RS related, like a poster or something, some shit like that. I don't want to wear it around, but I would not mind having something RS related in my room or something.
Man, I wouldn't want to wear any clothing or anything like that. I'm surprised you would almost consider getting one, Maz. It seemed like it'd be social suicide for you with how
Nobody
secretive-
goes into my room, dude.
I definitely wouldn't buy any of that stuff. One thing that I would want to get when they come out with Zaya, I would like to get a big ass poster of the world map. That would be something I would really be interested in buying. But all the other stuff that they got on there right now, nah, just no way I'd buy that. Alright, Maz, you recently released a video explaining how, if done correctly, Zora is about 3 mil GP an hour. It's a lot of ridiculous amount of GP an hour, don't you think? Take this one first, Maz.
Yeah, it's really pissed me off because no matter, like, every person you talk to about Zora will say a different fucking number. Like, oh, it's 1 mil an hour. Oh, it's like 1.5 mil an hour. And then there's people that would say it was 3 mil an hour, and those people would just get, like, shit talk. Like, there's no way you do 3 mil an hour or something like that. Like, I don't understand what everyone else is doing that is getting them, like, 1.5 mil an hour. I know you're not getting 1.5 mil an hour if you're doing it, like, at max combat. You're probably just, like, doing the math wrong. You probably think it's like 80k average per kill, even though it's like 107k average per kill without a unique drop, and then 157k with. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just people doing the math wrong. I think if anyone else did the math, they would figure out is 3 mil an hour still, even with the shitty prices. And at one point, it was around like 5 mil an hour.
Holy fuck.
So I posted this video to Reddit and got downvoted instantly, and all the comments were just really stupid. Obviously, those people didn't watch the video, and they just said they get 1 mil an hour, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, you commented on the video, like, can I post this on Reddit, question mark? And I said, yeah, go ahead. I'm not dealing with the fucking karma laws. And then you got
Yeah,
downvoted
exactly.
to fuck.
So stupid.
Yeah, I think it's probably a bit ridiculous what the GP is, but I don't know, I guess it gives PVMers no excuse now that they can't make money from PVM. Well, they could before, but at least this is guaranteed 3 mil an hour if you're good at killing the boss.
Dude, 3 mil is a ridiculous amount. I think it should be like 1.5 to 2 mil.
If they took out all the fucking unique drops, the blowpipe, the onyx, the helm, and whatever, the fang, it's still 2 mil an hour. It's fucking stupid. Like, even if you're the unluckiest person in the world, you get 2 mil an hour.
I just think that's way, way, way too much. There's no reason for anyone to do any other kind of PVMing. No PVMer should ever do any God Wars. They should never do any DKs. They should never do any of the Wildy Boss, unless they're searching for pets, obviously, but there's really no reason to not do Zora. I think it's kind of dumb how it's really made itself to where it's the really only way that one should do PVM because of how much money it is. And I just think it's way too much GP an hour as well, with the minimal requirements that come with it.
I mean, considering how many people called you a liar when you said it was 3 mil per hour, I'm guessing only a select few people can actually achieve that. So, I'm only too bothered about it being capped at 3 mil per hour because, like I said, there's only a couple people who can probably get that. You have to like consistently get 2 minute kills or whatever, and never die and stuff. So I think for
Oh, I
most
did.
people, like 2 mil an hour, even with the signature drops, is like most people would get, and I think that's fine.
Right after that fucking post, like the nerf quote unquote that made it so the drops were shittier, but it was a lot faster to kill. I did 1 hour with dragon darts, and like I went all out. Like I had some brews in my inventory. I wanted to do as many kills as I could per trip. I had the cost I was spending per kill was kind of ridiculous. It was not worth it. But I averaged, not average, but I did 1 hour, and it was 28 kills per hour with dragon. It wasn't worth it though. And then I went on a stream. I think it was Merrick's stream, and I talked. I just like showed a picture of like how many kills I got an hour. I had like a chart with like how long it took per kill, how long I spent per gang per kill, and then I just like got flamed so fucking hard, just because nobody believed that it was that fast.
All right, would you guys like to see anvils be able to be left clickable? It would make it easier for smithing, I guess, if it's way too crowded with people there.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That's the type of quality of life update that I like. I'm not gonna be too bothered if it fails or if it never comes. But yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd like to see this update as well. I mean, when there's like 10 people doing smithing, it's quite annoying when you always misclick and the bar's in someone else, but yeah, it'll be a pretty cool update.
Depends on how they do it. If they do it like you click on the anvil and then it will tell you select like what type of bar you want to use, and then you have to select the bar, and then you have to select the item that you want to make. Then that's like shitty. I wish if they'd make it like that, they have to make it so that it automatically detects like what bar is like. I don't know, just what bars you have in your inventory or something, and opens that interface instantly instead of making you decide to pick which one.
I think it would be really cool if they came out with it being left clickable. Time and time again, I find myself in a crowded world doing it and just misclicking because there's way too many people there. Left click anvil would be really nice. I would love to see it in the game.
Yeah, I'd like it in the game as well. As long as as long as the anvil option took priority over every other option, then it would be good. Otherwise, it'd just be the same as before. If there's loads of people dotted around the anvil.
Alright, right now, how many hours a week do you guys play on average?
According to CML, about 40, but probably play like 60 or 70.
I play about 60 or so right now as well. Hopefully I can play more when school's out. We'll see how much work starts making me work then, but right now about 60 hours a week or so.
I was playing around 55 hours a week for a few months, and then started working part-time about a week and a half ago. And
How long
now
ago?
I play like 20. A week and a half ago.
Come on, man.
And a half ago.
Come on.
You can't
I
lie.
said it on purpose. I knew you were going to make something out of it.
Oh.
So about a week and a half ago, I started working, and now I can
Hey.
play like 25 hours a week.
Wow, you guys are casuals. I play 100 hours a week or bust.
Legend.
I'm playing around 40 to 50 hours right now because of university, but we have semester break right now, so it's probably going to go up.
Alright, questions from Axelix. What new skills would you guys like to see in this year's Skilling Cup, if any? And would you want anything to change from last year's Skilling Cup? Like, last year we didn't have any barbarian fishing. Would you want to see that, for example?
Yeah, I think they should add like the best XP method for each skill, so barb fishing should definitely be added if they're gonna do fishing. As for other skills, I think they could do agility. Like that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I think what they had last year was fine. Like every skill they didn't like you didn't get a fish, you got like a rock, and each rock gave the same amount of XP. So if they did barb fishing, they have to make it an exception and give you the barb fish so you can cut it and eat it or whatever. And that I don't think they're gonna do it, even though I guess I kind of like it because it adds a little bit of more skill, and it's a skilling cup after all. But at the same time, it's Jagex condoning. I mean, Jagex already condones the 3-tick fishing, the bug. But if they did the skilling cup, then they'd like encouraging it at a different level. I don't think they do that. Probably shouldn't do that.
I think there's a lot of room for improvement on what they can do for the Skilling Cup. I would definitely like to see Barbarian fishing. That would be nice. Someone brought up the idea of doing like fire making, and I don't know exactly how it could be worked out, but they were saying like you put your team and limit them to a like certain amount of space that they can fire make in to kind of make it a little bit more challenging. You know what I'm saying? Because like to be able to do fire making and get like 445k an hour, that takes some skill. And
What's that Flash game, The Snake, where you're chasing your tail?
yeah.
Like, in the spaces, like it's like musical chairs where the spaces disappear and you gotta find a space to fire make.
I
That
think
should that'd be hilarious.
I think they could do something with that to make it look pretty good. I think
No,
there's
you'd have to calculate like how many squares.
well,
you
could maybe
could
give
burn for before the first fire burns out. And then
you can maybe give one player like 60 tiles or 55, whatever like 2 inventories would be. Like give them the kind of space that you have at the GE, like how you can fire make on the east side of the GE. I'd like to see something like that. It'd be cool if they could add more things like that to the game. Or to the cup. And I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of room for improvement. We'll see if they take any feedback.
yeah, I think just more skills than what they did last year be good for the cup.
I agree. I mean, they're kind of limited to how many skills that they can actually add. Like, I don't really think you can put any of the bank standing skills in at all, or anything that requires any banking. Really, like prayer, you couldn't do. I don't know. It really
you
is.
can't really do like any of the production skills. You can only do like gathering because you'd need to have supplies in order to do that.
It seems like agility and fire making would be 2 ones that they could potentially put in. I don't know what other skill they
Unless it's
would...
like for fletching, you could be like you could combine rock 1 and rock 2 to make a stringed rock 1.
I don't know. Hopefully they can make some kind of adjustments to make it better. But last year was a whole lot of fun, so we'll see what happens with that. Alright, what is your guys' go-to skill when you just want to relax but stay semi-efficient while doing it?
It was fishing, and now I've moved to woodcutting. But I still need to get lumberjack, so can't be doing this for too long.
Yeah, probably fishing. I haven't really done fishing in a while. I haven't really found the need to like relax more than doing herblores is enough of a relaxment for me. I don't really mind 5-stick fishing. I don't feel bad about doing it or anything. So
Probably agility. I mean, not AFK as much, but it's quite relaxing. You just click. You don't HK or anything like that. Quite easy as well. Rooftops.
Probably Slayer, depending on the task. If I have a shitty task, I'll probably do agility instead. If I probably would do cooking too later on, but I'm not doing that now because I already have that.
For me, it's fishing. Like right now, I'm fishing I am not at my usual location, so the internet's not that great, and I'm not able to do some other skills as efficiently as I'd like to, so I'm just sitting on my nuts 5-tick fishing. Alright, this question is from Jeet. Do you guys miss or even prefer old school before like alts became allowed, got things Nightmare Zone started being possible and other shit like that?
From my viewpoint, it's not really affected me apart from I now have a treasure chest in my house which is full thanks to some guy called Parcel. Don't know why, but he cut like a load of vlogs for me. I made a gif of me filling the chest if anyone wants to look at it in the chat. Oh, never mind, I'm not a mod in there.
It just got wrecked.
Uh,
Post like a gazzo
Yeah.
of it, it'll work. I
If
think
you
that's the
have
only link.
Twitch TV, you can see that link, but yeah, it's got a really weird URL.
I don't mind.
I
You
guess
might
I'll
be able
put
to-
it in the YouTube description as well. But
I wasn't extremely competitive for Altscapes and Guthans became like a norm, so can't really compare it. I
Yeah,
don't
I
do
only
any of
put-
them, but I don't know what to say.
I only played around 2 or 3 months before, so I don't really have an opinion on this.
I was I was kind of max combat before, well, aside from prayer, before Nightmare Zone even came out. So it's kind of shitty knowing everyone else just caught the fuck up. It was strange because I got 99 attack strength and I was 45 defense. That's why I say kind of maxed, not really maxed, but I would have gotten maxed because I had like a shit ton of attack XP. And I was pretty high combat, like for even as a Zerka, even being like 45 defense. I was pretty high combat compared to everyone else, and people would like notice that I was like pretty high combat pretty early onto the game. And then after it took a pretty long break, which was like around 9 months ish, I come back and then I find out that this thing called Nightmare Zone was in the game, and then there was like 120s running around everywhere. It was really fucking weird. I don't mind alt though. It's just because I like using it.
I have a lot more fun now than what I did before all that shit was allowed. Uh, Integrity of everything is definitely gone to shit, including me and everyone for the most part. But I have a lot more fun now than what I did before, so I don't know if I miss it or anything. Alright, there's a guy who got a spider pet, and he was PK'd like a few moments after getting it. That sucks for him. I mean, if you were someone who was going after pets and that was like your goal and you got that and you got PK'd right after, how pissed off would you be?
I would be pretty mad, but at the end of the day, it's the wilderness, and anything goes in the wilderness. Can't really complain that someone's killed you, but you can scream and rage a lot.
I would have been so fucking pissed you can't even imagine what would have happened. I probably would have stopped playing for a decent amount of time just because I would be so fucking infuriated. I think that pet is 1 in 2002, so it takes a good number of hours to get. I would have been fucking really angry.
What's the drop rate on Spider Pit?
1 in
2K.
2K.
Holy shit.
All of them are 1 in 2K. That means Bation's the easiest wilderness pet, ironically.
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad. Like 1 in 2,000 is a lot of kills and a lot of time. But I don't go for pits, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be mad, but I would never really be in that position. So I don't know.
I kind of with Trance, I wouldn't be in that kind of situation, but if I was someone who was trying to get the pet and that shit happened, I would be furious that I I feel bad for dude. That's really shitty. Is Maz, I would love to see that shit happen to you. That would have been fucking
Fuck
hilarious.
off.
I can only how many hours would it take for someone to kill like 2,000 Vetions? I know that. Um,
2000 Vetions or Venenatas?
I don't know what's the one. What's the spider shit?
The spider one is Venenatus, and I am not sure of that one's kill per hour. I don't know. The only one I know kills per hour is Scorpia and Tion. But I think Venenatus is the slowest of all the 3 God Wars pets.
How long?
Well, did I say God? I meant wilderness pets.
Do you have any clue how long it would? Like any estimate? Like 50 hours, 200 hours?
Probably around 250.
Oh man, that's really shitty.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna get nice and agility. What about you? Oh, just getting a pet. Don't know which is more value of your time, but gotta catch them all.
Alright, if Jagex were to add a completionist or trim completionist capes, what requirements would you like to see on them?
Like,
Like,
well,
what are some things on RS? Like, for me, I don't know what's on any of that shit. Like, what?
all I know is that it's the cape in the game, and I don't think that would pass a poll. So to make it pass, they'd probably make it cosmetic again, which is probably what they're gonna do with the max cape anyway.
Yeah.
But if they make it require like fire cape and other capes, then it should have those stats on it already.
Oh well, if it requires if it requires a fire cape, you're gonna be in some trouble.
I won't be. I'll just fight my way through jazz somehow.
Somehow, some way.
I've said this before, and a lot of the stuff that would normally be on a completionist cape, they just put on achievement diaries like rank 5 all, barbarian assault, and, all that shit. So I don't think they do completionist cape for at least like 2 or 3 years, and they have a bunch of crap. So I mean, the only thing I can really think of is like all music tracks, which isn't that hard, all champion scrolls, and then max cape and achievement diary cape. So not really that much more than just getting achievement diaries, other than grinding the champion scrolls.
If they did add completionist cape, I'd just like to see a single cape, so no trim. Like, you just go for it or you don't go for it. And I wouldn't like to see the Castle Wars thing. I think it's stupid and a waste of time.
What's that Castle Wars thing?
Trance. Like, you have to play 5,000 Castle War games.
Oh.
It's pointless.
No, they changed that. That's not even in the RS raid anymore. It's full profound armor.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, it's full profound armor. You need the gold set. I think it takes like half the time if you
I
win.
don't see any point in doing 5k games unless it unlocked something.
How long would 5K games take?
A long ass time. But people boosted it for a very long time. People were getting a shit ton of games per hour, but they made that like bannable. That was also
it's not
one of the rules
bannable
of
yet
alts.
on old school, so
Yeah, I guess.
because all the pure clans do it. I always see them running around with their gold tops on. It's just like, oh, I want that, but that's a waste of XP.
I think if they add completion escape, it should just be a max cape if that comes out. Well, I assume max cape would be out if they're ever thinking about completion escape, but a completion escape should be achievement diary cape unlocked with max cape unlocked, and I think the trim completion escape should be completion escape requirements plus a full infirmary. Well, is that what it's called? No.
An infirmary is like for
Menagerie.
Menagerie. Okay, I don't know what I just said, but menagerie. With every single fucking pet.
That would
No
be
bias at all.
ridiculous. Alright, this is from Warped Matrix. What would you guys think of Livid Farm coming into the game?
I think earlier minority would want it in the game, therefore it won't come in the game. Next person.
Um, They put the tan leather and the charged dragonstone on the diary, so the rewards they would give would be limited. So I think they kind of made a statement when they did that. Probably don't want to release it.
For those who, like myself who don't know shit about RS3, what is Livid Farm? What rewards
worst
come
shit in the
from?
world.
What rewards come from it? Why is it worthwhile?
Get like lunar spells.
Oh,
It gives
okay.
new lunar spells. There's a new PvP ability that they use. I don't know what it was. It was like a shield something. I don't know exactly what it did, but it was pretty decent.
Kind of a long grind to get it though, and it's like most people only got it because it was a comp. The comp.
Yeah, it's a comp requirement. And it also gave farming XP, Randy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much it was per hour, but it was not big. But it was an efficient farming XP an hour. But it was like throughput farming XP an hour if you wanted like a record.
Okay. Doesn't really sound like something I'd want in the game. And if they made a statement with the other spells, doesn't really sound like there's a chance it would come into the game either. Alright, this is from Axelix. If you had the power to completely eliminate just one from the game, would you choose eliminate 6-hour methods or money making alts?
I would get rid of 6-hour AFK methods because you shouldn't be able to play a game for 6 hours whilst not actually playing the game.
I'm gonna say alts. This is a selfish answer because obviously being able to bot is more game breaking than alts that really only few people are salty over because it affects them. So it's a selfish answer saying alts because be like higher ranked, I guess. I don't know.
I'd say 6-hour AFK. It's a pretty obvious answer.
6-hour AFK. I kind of like ults.
Money making ones?
What's wrong with money? Like, if you want to put
No,
the effort to make money,
that's just a question.
Oh well, yeah. Fuck 6-hour AFK methods.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely say to get rid of the 6-hour methods. Alright, so the third age cloak finally found its way into the game, I guess. And it took over 9 months for it from the day that it was released. Lot of dev time wasted on that for it to go 9 months without coming in the game, right?
I don't think they worked on it for
I've
9 months. I don't see why it took so long, and I don't know why they added a third age cloak instead of like Max Cape. So
Yeah, that's one thing I really didn't like.
I mean, it was kind of RNG. I mean, there's probably like a dozen long swords, right?
I have no clue the number on
Wands
anything.
combined. It's
Longsword.
kind of
I don't think there's many longswords. Those are still expensive as fuck.
they combined a dozen wands long
Oh,
swords.
yeah.
In those. It was kind of just RNG that the cloak took so long. But I do think it's kind of weird how they spent so much time developing the diary or the blues and there's so few of the rewards in the game.
The fact that it was released, like the person that posted a picture of it released it on fucking April Fool's Day, so I didn't believe it. But then I saw somebody else trade it like the day after, and I was like, oh, I guess it's actually out. I think it's kind of funny that the reason for not releasing a Maxscape was that they thought not that many people would be using it, so it's no point making a Maxscape for like 50 people in the game at the time, and now there's a cape for one person in the game. So I don't know how that's any better.
I think it could be considered a waste of dev time in comparison to other aspects, but could say the same thing about like third age Druidic, for example, on RuneScape 3. I know that's pretty rare as well. But I don't know, I guess it's one of those items in the game that monopolized by one person.
how many, it really makes me wonder how many third age items in total have come into the game over the last 9 months, because you're supposed to have just as good of a chance of getting all of the previous third age stuff like the melee, the range, and magic as you would for this new shit. And I don't know, it just seems like there's not a lot of third age coming into the game overall. I think they should be worth a lot more than what they are. I know that they're pretty much cosmetic, but I don't know. Don't like that there's only one of them in the game and all the dev time they spent on it. Don't know who said it, but they don't want to make a cape for like 50 people who are maxed, but they made a cape for what's only been one person who has it.
One person who's had it for like a week.
How much would you sell that? Like, if you owned the third age cape, and like, what would be an offer that you would take? Like, what would be the lowest amount you would accept for it?
I'd leave it in the GE for Mac, and then I'd bump it.
It would
down
sell
by about
max
100
instantly.
mil every few weeks. if I had the only one in the game.
I would never sell it. There's no point selling an item that only you have. If there's anything that money cannot buy, it's the item that you have, so why sell it?
There is if another one's going to come to the game inevitably.
It took this
It's
long
not
to
gonna be
get
worth as
one,
much.
so I don't know.
There could be one coming in the next 2 minutes for all we know.
Or there could be none coming in for the next 5 months.
Someone in the chat said that it sold for 850 mil.
What the fuck? The longsword's like 2 bill. How is that even possible?
I mean, not sure how reliable of a source that is, but I don't know. I would take a bill for it for sure if I owned it.
I would buy it for a bill.
I don't really like the look of it. It just reminds me of the veteran cape, and that's a cape that you can get for free. So I'm not sure.
I don't know. Okay, it was resold for a little bit more than a bill second time it was sold. So it looks like it's getting a little bit more expensive. Alright, do you guys think you would still be playing RuneScape if Old School was never created?
Probably not, because I came back simply for old school. So I'd probably be on my Xbox One right now, just playing whatever games are out. Could be Destiny or Master Chief Collection, etc.
Yeah, I for sure would not be playing if it didn't come. I came back for Old School. I'd be playing Xbox if RuneScape didn't come out. Playing Madden or 2K.
I would probably be playing RS3 Iron Man, to be honest. I think it's really fun. I might not, actually I might not have. I know I would if I knew about it, but I feel like there's a chance that I would have been out of the loop and would not have picked up on the fact that Iron Man was coming out.
I probably wouldn't playing. Over the past decade, I've quit RuneScape 3 or 4 times and then come back after a year or so each time. So it's possible that I would be playing, but I did come back because I saw a video on YouTube about Old School, so...
I wouldn't be playing. I quit around 2011 and that Old School would never come back.
What would you guys be doing without RuneScape?
Playing other games.
Yeah, probably WoW or something.
Probably playing more League and more WoW.
Alright, would you guys like to see a second ring slot added to your equipment? This would be assuming that you couldn't have 2 of the same ring, like even if it's like an imbued Zerker and a regular Zerker, but your rings would have to be different.
Seems kind of game changing. A Berserker ring stacked with a Warrior ring would actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
For most things. I mean, this is something that RS3 doesn't even have, and I mean, they have so many combat updates. Maybe if it was like you could have one ring that wasn't combat related, it's like a dueling ring and a Zerker ring, or a Slayer ring and Zerker ring, like. But even then, it seems kind of dumb.
Dumb, overpowered.
It's not overpowered. I mean, you can already put the Slayer ring in your helmet, right? Or part of the effects. I mean, you can't teleport with it, but you can like
What?
do all that crap. So
I have no clue what you said with the warrior ring. With it.
the Slayer ring, you can put this. You can Slayer
Oh,
ring
I
in
thought
the
you said
helmet, okay?
my bad. Yeah. I thought you said warrior ring.
I might have said it.
Yeah, someone said in the chat we could have 10 ring slots if you want to make it realistic, and then you go into combat with like all these rings on your hands over your Barrow's glove.
That would
Yeah,
be
I
so.
wouldn't really.
That'd be so many rings. You'd have like every single combat ring. I don't even think you would need that many. I think you would be just fine with maybe like 5 at the most.
Berserker, Warrior, Life.
Bring a forging just in case.
Forging.
Case, you
Is a
never know.
gold ore drop on the floor? Yes, grab that real quick.
I'd be okay with it. I'd probably vote in favor of it too. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it.
What the fuck?
Well, hey! I'm okay to some change. I think I would vote for it. I don't think it would be.
Only one cock ring. That's what the ring's for. That's why there's only one ring.
I'd be cool slaying with a Zerker and a warrior. That'd be kind of cool.
I think having 10 rings of recoil would be very OP for PvP.
No, Jesus.
Someone put in the chat.
Yeah, it would be pretty overpowered having like a warrior ring and a berserker ring, or even like ring of life with any other ring. So I don't think it would fit into the game.
Why would you want 2 rings? Like, what would make you want to get 2 rings? I don't see the point of it. It's just pretty stupid.
I don't know. Bigger fucking numbers. I
All about
guess.
the ring bling.
I
It's
don't know.
probably one of the stupidest fucking suggestions I've ever heard.
Well,
And you fucking liked it. You disappointed me.
I think I would vote for it if it was polled.
We should just have 2 weapons and have offhand weapons. Oh wait.
You should have 2 helmets, because you can have a helmet on a helmet. I could slay with a fedora, that would be great.
You should start being able to wear more like chest plate shit. Like your graceful is just a little bit of cloth. You can put something else. You can put like a Vandal's top on top of that. Shit, we could get real stupid with it. Alright, do you guys think there will ever come out with a clan heavy update like Citadels and other shit like that?
I don't think that. I think they'll want to, but they never will, and I think they shouldn't because like they're kind of stupid. And they're not going to be used, to be honest. When Citadels came out, people never really used them except for the little perks that they gave, and even then, it wasn't like really worth it. And then they started like buffing Citadels, so it made people want to go there, and it made Citadels like a bit more viable. I don't get it. No.
I think they might make clans more than just a CC name. Like they might have some website integration with a clan, or I don't think they do a whole Citadel.
Yeah, I have no clue what direction they'll head into, but I think any kind of update that is like pro clan would be really nice to have.
The clan chat from like RS3 would be pretty cool, which is pretty much you can only be in one clan at a time, and once you're in that clan, you automatically join that channel all the time until you leave,
Well, that's...
and then you can join the CC on top of that as well.
Oh, okay.
As far as Citadels go, fuck that.
Yeah, I'd like it in the game. I think it'll eventually come out. Maybe like the end of this year, if any time at all. And they could also, well, it's a there'll be a good incentive to go there. Otherwise, no one would use it.
Yeah, it needs to be something that's worthwhile to use.
I think they could add like the clan chat for the clan you're in, so it would have Hexis clan, and then you can join whoever's friend chat you want. But I don't think they should add citadels or stars or anything like that. It's just.
Alright, we got a question from Jeet here. It says, if I were to ever step down as leader, who would I pick to be the new leader of Hexis? And
Pick me.
I wouldn't leave that decision up to myself. When E-Fire stepped down, he didn't appoint me as leader, so I don't think I would appoint anyone else. I would let the members decide who they want.
I want to say if that were to happen, I would talk with Ging and Clayton about not having a leader, just us three doing everything. I mean, the only thing, I mean, yeah, you do more shit than we do, obviously, but
It's more so a title than anything else. Yeah,
the only
yeah.
thing you leaving would be the forum post. That would be the most difficult thing. Redoing the forum, and obviously whoever's in charge of the forum, in charge of the clan. But we could just put it on the Hexis account. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd probably say just not have a leader. Just all be the three generals. Big deal.
Alright, would you guys like to see XP rates increased inside of a dead content area known as the resource area in the Wildy? Currently it gets absolutely no activity. And what do you guys think?
I think it would be good to have some like increased experience whilst in the area. I think that would give a bigger incentive to go there because of the higher risk. Or maybe some people won't like that and they want to stay outside the wilderness, but I guess Jagex might want to rejuvenate the wilderness again. You never know.
The rejuvenation.
There,
Yep.
I mean, you could put a few more re's in there. I mean, they kind of rejuvenated the Wildy a little bit, adding in these boss pets, you could say, because all those bosses are getting a lot more activity now.
I'm pretty sure someone tested the Wildy Dark Crabs. If you have the elite Wildy done, you get like 45k fishing and 500k profit per hour, which is not more efficient than Marv, but it's really AFK, and it's kind of like the rock tails of old school in a way.
I think they said it
Still-
was more AFK than Monkfish as well.
Yeah, I think that's very
Yeah,
fair.
because the fishing spot doesn't move at all, so you just sit there for about 2 minutes unless a PK comes.
To be honest, the only real risk is one when you go AFK or two when you go bank, because if you log out in the arena, you get put outside, so you can't sneak up on somebody, and since you're all the way in the back, you can totally see somebody coming. Really not much risk.
I think that it would be nice if they did increase the XP rates inside there. When I did mining, a little bit of the mining that I did, this was before the load came out, and this was before static spawns. I did like 70 to like 77 mining out in the resource area because, I mean, worlds were never coming close to filling up, so that was really the most efficient place to train mining at my level, and I'd be okay if they did increase the XP in there by anywhere between like 5 to 10%. I think 10 might be a little bit too much now that I think about that, but maybe like a little 5% boost, I'd be okay with it.
I think that it's fine as it is. To be honest, I feel like Dark Crabs is a pretty good thing for them. Those are pretty viable. Those are better than Monkfish if you're not doing anything too intensive and you just want to relax. And
That's
just
at
kinda
99 though.
Well, then they can wait till 99. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's any reason. I guess I'm a little bitch, but I want to say the same.
I think it could be increased a little bit. Like, I don't really know what methods you can do in that area. Like, is it rune ore or?
They have like rune ore, magic trees, dark crab fishing, iron ore mining. Nothing like teak trees or shit like that. If you're going there for just XP, the only thing you would do would be iron ore.
They could increase it by 10% or something.
I for sure be in favor of them updating it. Let's see if they do anything.
Isn't the point of it to give better money or something? So they could do like double ores or something? Because there's
What?
like rune rocks in there, right?
It's not a rune rock. It's like a rune warrior or something like that. You like,
Well, there's
A
like a
rune
magic
golem.
tree, right?
yeah, it's a rune
It's a
golem.
golem that you kill and then you mine the rune rock
Yeah, they
with
should just
stuff.
double. They should just double all the resources except for dark crabs, because that'd be too OP. They should just give double. I mean, most of the magic logs in the game come from is all rotor, right, or wyverns. So getting double, if you could get double as many magic logs per hour, that wouldn't even be that big of a deal. So less than
I like that. I like that
wyverns
a
and
lot.
Zora.
Hmm. That would be interesting if they added double. That would make dark crabs probably worth doing at 99.
I said not dark crabs.
Oh,
Like
oh.
500k an hour.
Oh, my bad. I missed that. There's a lot that they could do for sure. All right. Would you guys be okay with Well, they said extremely, but would you guys be okay with semi-AFK methods in Zaya, but have terrible XP rates? Not to the point to where they're too terrible to make them not worth using, but kind of similar to how Motherlode Mine is in comparison to Quarry Mining.
If it's low XP, then don't mind it. But if it's like, good point with Motherlode Mine is that Motherlode Mine with the buff now is like it's not efficient, but it's like
It's not, but
if you were
it's
into
alright.
alts for some, yeah, but if you were into alt, it's better to use an alt and do Motherlode Mine than it is to just Granite Mine, because you can't really use it in alt while doing that. That's kind of weird, but if it's, I don't know, if it's really shitty XP, I'll be fine with it.
Um,
No money though. No.
I don't really see what skill they could add. Like, we already have a AFK method for most skills, but what I'd like to see is more intensive methods add, like maybe a new agility course.
Oh,
at
yeah,
level
for
95 or something like that. That actually requires skill, unlike rooftop.
Isn't making like AFK methods but terrible XP rates, isn't that what they did with LC, kind of?
Don't know.
Yeah, but their definition of shit XP was still pretty high.
Yeah, I guess more methods like Motherlode Mine will be okay, but I don't know, the game's got to progress forward somehow, and no one's gonna do those methods if they're not better than existing methods.
Well, I mean, you could argue with that. Like, Motherlode's not right now. Motherlode's not more efficient than Quarry Mining, but a lot of people still do the Motherlode.
That's because it's AFK and Warrior isn't the best
Well,
like,
that's
AFK method in the world.
that's the point of it. Like, would you want to see some kind of semi AFK shit like the load?
Not really sure, to be honest.
I don't know what they could possibly do. I agree with Dubs. I think it would be cool if they added in a higher level agility thing, like level 95. Make it. It'd be cool if they put it on like that volcano city, and like maybe like you're jumping over fucking lava and shit like that. Make it like 68 to 70 KXP per hour with marks. Requires a bunch of camera movement, kind of like how Dorg is.
I don't really know what their skills they could add AFK things to. I mean, you can't really make like any of the bankables like Herblore. You can't make that AFK. I mean, that'd be kind of dumb. I mean, like maybe another some other fishing method. I mean, they're gonna put fishing spots on there somewhere. They could do a new fish that's AFK. I don't know. But yeah, like new agility course would be great. Maybe like a new the warlocks or something or whatever. Or like salamander, like a new salamander or something.
I saw a little bit of talk about them looking into the possibility of adding a higher tier salamander. It would
Like
be
200k hunter, but like since they're useless, no
yeah,
profit.
yeah.
No, forget it.
Well, all right. Moving on. Do you guys think AHK should be a bannable offense? Just using it to any degree.
No. And if you use it like an idiot, yeah. If you use it in a way that's against the rules, then yeah, you should be.
Well, the rules are a gray area. There's not really defined rules that set the limit on what can and cannot be allowed. Obviously, it could be set up to where you could do it for 6 hours straight, and you'd be an idiot to do it like that. But there's kind of a gray area, kind of in between. I've seen on some past streams. All right, now first, someone said I was using 1 to 2 AHK for fletching, which isn't true, and kind of stupid.
You can use 1 to 2 of mouse
It
keys
is.
anyway
It is
if you
true
use...
that it's 1 to 2, but it doesn't mean it's against the rules.
Yeah, there's no.
Twice is 1 input for 2 output. It's not against the rules because mouse keys do it.
Yeah, and but like at the same time, like 1 to 1 is not even a rule. It's kind of like a guideline set by some players. It's
Yeah, and I agree with the mod saying that 1 to 1 isn't the right way to think about it because people will misconstrue what they mean by output. I mean, I can definitely imagine someone legitimately thinking 1 output is like dropping 1 item. That's like I can understand the logic behind that. So them saying 1 to 1 doesn't apply is absolutely true. I agree with them saying that.
Do you think it's good that they have a gray area in like its legality?
Yeah, because no matter what they say, people will misconstrue it and get banned, and then go blame Jagex. I think Matt K said it best, where he was like, I don't remember the exact quote, but he said,
Hold up, Matt K said something good.
"Yeah, I agree with him."
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Said if people haven't been banned for it, and there's probably a reason for that. I'll try to find the exact quote. Come back to me. I haven't favorited.
The only ruling on mouse keys for AHK is that, well, mouse keys is legal. So as long as you do what you can do with mouse keys with AHK, then you should be fine.
I don't think
He
it
said-
should be banned.
Sorry.
As long as
I'll
you
just read
use
the
it.
quote real quick. Is that okay?
Right.
That if people
Go
have been
ahead.
using it already and no one is banned, then that's probably intentional. I don't think anyone really needs the question answering. Anyone who knows what it is knows the answer already. And I agree.
But
You
what
should-
happens if you get
my Matt K said
and it
that.
gets quashed?
Wow. Good job, Mon Matt K.
He hired a publicist.
So if you use it 1 to 1, like mouse keys, you shouldn't be banned. But if you do stupid things like you only use your keyboard, then I'm not sure about that.
Some say Trance doesn't use his mouse. I'm not too sure though.
I don't think it should be a bannable offense unless you use it for something like completely game breaking. Not like Karambwan 1 game breaking, like
Well, one
Just
tick
not
Karambwans
one.
are pretty game breaking.
they're actually they are game breaking, but that's not the point.
What's your
Fucking
point?
fletching darts is game breaking, but it's whatever. I think like if it's like just not supposed to be allowed, like 1 to 2, but not the 1 to 2 in the sense that you said with darts, but like something that just should not happen. It should be a bannable offense, but if you're using it like the way I don't know about Trance, because Trance goes a bit too hard with it, but if you're using it like mouse keys and maybe you do like a diagonal movement every now and then, well, I don't care if you do how much you do it, but if you use diagonal movement, it's not. I don't think it's the end of the world. But if you just go like all out, I think somebody posted a script where
just
they
said
use like
You just said I went all out, and then if you use diagonals, that's okay. That's exactly what I do. I use diagonals.
I know I meant like all out as in you have every single possible action you could ever make bound to your key, so you just go the extreme with it, I guess. But that's not what I mean. Like, there was a post on
Sounds
Reddit.
like you're
Somebody
talking
had
in
a-
circles.
There was
Yeah.
a post. Sorry, there was a post on Reddit. There was somebody had like AHK script where this guy used like a shit ton of if statements, and what it would do would be every time you press the button, it would be one action, but it would be a different action every single time. And I think if you use something like that, it gets a bit out of control.
I was having a hard time following what you were saying, to be honest.
Sorry.
um, I don't think I really have anything to say that hasn't already been said. Moving
All I
on.
can say is that Trance should get rid of his keyboard and invest in the piano, because that seems to be better.
You could actually, if you had like a song that used like 24 keys, and you found something in RuneScape that used 24 actions, you could just you just play that song over and over again.
I didn't play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh look, I've just dropped an inventory of fish. That's handy.
Hey, Trance, someone linked me this. I wasn't sure who. It was on Skype, so I could check, but it was of like you using AHK or something, and you had a comment on there, and it was like an AHK response.
Oh yeah, somebody.
Talk about that
It
for a
was like-
minute.
It was like trance music walks into his attic, sees a mouse and gets scared, and I commented, "Numpad 6 : send input raw, nice meme bro, send input enter return."
I had a pretty good guide on how not to get banned using AHK.
Don't use it.
It was me fishing. Anyone remembers it? There's like 11,000 views, so I figured you guys seen it.
Oh yeah, which JMod said that? I can't remember. I think it was Matt that
Mad
said it
Matt
had to be
K.
1 pixel.
It was the best submission on Reddit 2014, right?
With the intense music.
Yep.
Hey, after you joined the clan, I still didn't even know that was. It took me a couple months after you had joined for me to realize that was your video, and it was so much funnier, more funny. Don't know which one is the correct word to watching it, knowing that it was you. All right, what skill have you guys been working on for the majority? Oh, fuck. All right, we'll move on to the one about that after. But what skill have you guys been working on for the majority of the podcast so far?
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. I've been training agility.
Shit, you didn't say anything. I was looking around like, oh, shit, did I
I was scroll down on that fucking.
Yeah, I was looking around like, oh shit, did I disconnect? Like,
Yeah, agility.
I've been doing fishing the whole time. It's really all I can do right now with this internet.
I've been doing agility right now. I was doing crafting earlier, but ran out of supplies.
And I've been woodcutting.
Oh, why not fish?
I'm done with fishing for now. I think I stopped at 40 mil. I don't want to go to 50 mil.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm an idiot, so I skipped that one. Moving up, a question was asked to the JMods on their Q&A, saying, can we add more cannonballs to the cannon? To which they responded that they are worried that people would start AFKing for long periods of time while training range. What are you guys' thoughts on adding more cannonballs to the cannon, and what are your thoughts on their idiotic response?
I don't think I have to say anything. I think most people will know how stupid of a statement that is. More cannonballs? Sure, I wouldn't care.
I think it's fine how it is. Like Black Demons, you can just AFK for 5 minutes, pretty much.
Yo, you can do it for even longer. I remember before, I think Matt or Trickle were saying that on Black Demon tasks, they've gone and taken a shower, like on a Black Demon task, like you have like 7 minutes or something. So like if you added more cannon, I don't know. You'd run out of prayer before, like that would be your problem.
Yeah, then you just stick on a vestment set and AFK some more.
Or wait until they add prayer renewals.
Prayer renewals. What do you mean?
I mean, somebody asked them on the Q&A like 2 weeks ago about prayer renewals, which is just like stamina pots but for prayer. But you would still need normal prayer potions, but you just need less of them. You save money and stuff.
So like how
anyways.
how would that work? Would your prayer drain a lot more slowly or what?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that would be an
But
expensive fucking potion.
I
back
don't
to
see
the
the point in
question.
adding more
Yeah.
cannonballs because you already have AFK ranged methods if you use a blowpipe in Nightmare Zone, so...
Or with
sorry, it's already
knives
AFK,
in the desert with Desert Elite done.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'd be okay with adding more cannonballs to the cannon if it was something that you had to earn or yeah, like I saw many months ago someone was like, oh, if you have like 99 smithing, you smith an item that's like an attachment to your cannon, and it like
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, to be honest. And it also take like an extra inventory spot too.
yeah, it'd be cool. I'd like to see it. I think the response. I didn't watch their stream, so I don't know if those are the exact words that were said. But I'd like to know who said that.
Although I think it's ironic that they gave that answer, it's good to know that they're thinking about these things more now with their future updates. Even though they actually missed it with the whole the desert lizard thing. That was a recent update that they kind of missed, I guess. But I wouldn't mind as long as it was like I think it should be like a big Slayer point sync, and
Slayer
maybe even like a
points.
GP sync. So, well, yeah. I mean, you
Obviously,
know,
yeah,
use
you
Slayer
use your
points to upgrade
cannon.
your cannon.
Yeah. If I don't know, like maybe like a GP sync requiring like 99 Smith and a whole bunch of like other quest shit. Like maybe in Zaya they have like a small little dwarf city or some shit like that ducked off in the corner, and they're like some advanced dwarfs, and they'll sell you this attachment if you do like a big ass quest, and it costs like 10 mil or something. I don't know. Maybe something like that would be cool. What do you think?
They could also add Artisan's Workshop again.
What is that?
I can't remember exactly what he thought. I think it was a good smithing method. I think it was
It was like the
comparable
most
to
AFK.
plates.
It was the most AFK smithing method ever.
Can you elaborate on it?
It's imagine smithing, but 10 times more. Well, not 10 times, like a lot more expensive, but like 5 times more AFK. Like you clicked once, and you could do anything for like 3 minutes or something.
Wow. Alright, someone said that I tweeted the other day that I think Archie overall does not do a good job. And the person said, how do you guys feel about Archie? The person who submitted this said that they hate his demeanor.
I don't really know what he does for Jagex. He just makes videos which no one watches, so don't really see what he does.
Although I think the workforce efficiency at Jagex, meaning I think Archie's and Ronin's job could be done by one person. That's not their fault. I mean, I'm all for making jobs, especially for a game company that I play the game that they make. I mean, he makes the videos. That's something. Like anyone else on the team could do that.
Yeah.
That's why they hired him, right?
Yeah, video journalist is his job title.
I think Simon and James are their job's to do live streaming, whereas his job's to do the YouTube side. So I guess he does have a job apart from reading from a sheet of paper.
I think for his job description, he does an okay job. Like, it's not like he's meant to make any. What is it about him that you don't like, Randy? Particularly.
You know, hey,
Except for that.
I
Except
kind
for
of.
getting blocked.
He actually unfollowed me. He didn't block me.
Oh.
I do kind of agree with. Wait, one sec. I'll be right back. Go on and continue.
Oh,
Okay, well, I think Chris Archie, considering his job description, I think he doesn't do a bad job. Like, he has one job, and it's to make videos, and I guess he also does Q&As as well. He's a video journalist, and I guess you can, like Trance said, you can argue that his job is not exactly necessary, or you don't need a whole person devoted to it, but you have to consider, you can't consider it like they had the choice between a developer and a video journalist. It's not like that. The salary is probably like way fucking off.
Oh Jesus Christ! Fuck the dog! Fuck the dog, man!
Put Franker in the chat.
Frankerzies.
Frankerzies.
Let's do it, boys.
All right. I have no clue what I was saying before.
Why do you not like Archie?
I kind of like what the person said. Like, they just hate his demeanor. I don't know. I kind of don't like his demeanor, and I just don't think his job is necessary. And I think that I don't know. I just you ever look at someone and just be like, I do not like that dude. That's just kind of how I feel about him.
Shit.
I don't know. Nothing real personal, but all right.
It's kind of personal when you say you don't like him.
Well, I don't know him.
I don't like how he like his demeanor. I just don't like him as a person, and it's like nothing personal.
It's nothing personal, but you don't.
But like,
him.
it's all because it's all because he's just employed there getting paid. I don't see why the hell he had
Dude
to.
is jealous that this dude has a nice job.
Nice job. He ain't making shit for money.
He has a fun job.
But I would drop everything I have here to work at Jagex.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, shit. He sucks at reading on stream. I just hate like most of the stuff that he says. I don't like when he brings up ideas because 95% of the time it's just crap. I just don't like how he goes about doing his job, and because of that, I start disliking him on a personal level as well.
But it's not personal.
But it's not personal. Alright, Trance, it was a really good April Fool's joke you had on your Twitter, posting the permanently banned picture. That was a good edit. I saw that, and I did look in the high scores to see. But any of you guys do any other April Fool's jokes?
No, I missed out on most of the fun.
I thought the one Trance did was pretty good. Also, the one by Jagex firing shots at RuneScape 3, that was pretty funny as well.
I think it was funny that Adam tried to say they had a girlfriend on Twitter, which is that's never gonna happen. It's something like, "Oh, I'm not gonna stream today because I'm going out." It's like, what? Going outside? That's obviously a joke. And you can think of something better than that.
I haven't played a April Fool's joke in a long ass time. I'm not creative enough to do anything. Trans, that was a really good edit on your picture too.
Yeah, shoutouts. Okay, shoutouts to my boy Drary, who did some nice HTML editing to get that picture nice and. I mean, it looked. I mean, that's exactly
It
what it looked
looked
like.
legit as
From
hell.
Man from Macro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for fools, I guess.
The fucking comments on
Something that
the
nobody
person post on Reddit was
Something
fucking
nobody
funny.
noticed. The way account that I made to put on Reddit was April Fool's backwards. Nobody noticed that. Like Sleuth Lurpa. Or whatever.
That's a
Fool's
funny
backwards.
I
sound.
actually didn't notice.
Yeah. So. It was right under your nose the whole time.
Slufurpa.
I would have thought you would have used like one of Harmony's ults, so he's probably been banned on do it, but I guess you don't really talk to him that much.
I do, and those are my alts. So. Talk about the Reddit alts.
No, like RuneScape.
What do you mean? I was talking about the Reddit account that I made to post it on Reddit.
I know, I thought you would a RuneScape account would have been easier to do the editing for it, for the picture. But,
Oh, if you had an account that is actually banned.
yeah.
Oh.
Still would have had to get
I
the
guess-
date
I guess
right.
You didn't need to if you had Ray.
I'm not getting the date right. Something you would have
Plus,
to do as well.
I had to add the bug abuse ban to make it so people would know that wasn't me if it didn't have bug abuse ban.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Alright, what is the most recent TV show or movie that you guys have watched while streaming or escaping?
Most recent one is Top Gear until Jeremy Clarkson punched someone because he was hungry because he didn't have a Snickers. So, yeah.
Most recent, I mean, I watched a lot of TV while escaping. Most recent, I recently started watching Arrested Development for like the 7th time.
I could never watch a show that many times.
That's how good it is. That's how good it is.
Never seen it.
I've been watching Dragon Ball Z again.
Yeah.
Started about 2 weeks ago. I'm nearly finished now.
I've been watching the normal shows that run on TV, like Walking Dead and Better Call Saul, and I've been rewatching 24 recently. And the latest movie I've seen is Gone Girl, which if anyone hasn't seen it, go watch it. It's fucking amazing.
Hey, I watched like half of that movie with my girlfriend a few months ago, and I fell asleep like halfway in the middle of it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was pretty tired.
How could you only watch? I can't stand when people only watch half a movie.
Hey, you know, I went out to lunch with one of my friends today, and we were talking about some movies that we just stopped watching in the middle of, and there's one movie. Have you guys ever seen Grown Ups 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of the few movies that I have ever stopped watching because I thought it was that
Yeah, I was
bad.
about to say, if you were going to say that movie I was going to leave TS right now. Never come back.
I thought that movie was horrible, dude. It's I think I stopped watching it when they were like I don't know, I think they were like with a whole bunch of college kids and stuff. And I don't know, there was a lot of drinking and stuff, and I thought the first Grown Ups was good. The second one was terrible. Guess I should answer the question though. Been watching a lot of this show called Sons of Anarchy over the last like 2 weeks or so. It's been really good. Watched 3.5 seasons of it. Like it a lot. Alright, how do you guys feel about the arbitrary way that Jagex determines what is a bug? For example, they nerfed the Goblin Bow and Paladin Thieving without a pull, and they leave other potential bugs in the game.
If something is in the game for too long, it's not a bug by their logic, and anything new that's not intended, that's noticed.
Well, the
relatively quickly
Goblin Bow was
is
apparently in the
a
game
bug.
from like the start or something. Like it was really old.
I think people couldn't do it because of Actually, I don't know why people didn't do it earlier.
Because you didn't get any XP
People
from it.
agreed with that for a long time. I know, but they ended up removing it because people agreed with it. They only started agreeing with it later on. I don't know why it took so long for people to find out they could do that. But I think it's kind of silly how they just can randomly decide what is a bug or what isn't a bug. Like, for example, using the reindeer hat to get extra XP while fishing or woodcutting or something like that. That's like technically tick bug abuse, but in their eyes it might not be seen as a bug. And it's really weird because it's in their discretion on what counts as a bug and what doesn't. Who said it was a bug?
I don't think it's like a arbitrary decision. Like the reason they haven't removed AFK splashing and goofins is because a lot of people would quit the game and they'd lose a lot of money. So I think it's stupid, but from a business point of view, I understand it.
Oh, I like that they do actually take some steps to remove some things without pulling them, but I don't even know. I'm uneasy on how I feel about how they determine what's a bug or not.
It's not really how if they determine it's a bug. It's if they determine it's worthy of removing it. I mean, the recently on Twitter they're talking about the packs from My Little Mine. You can trade the packs and you can sell the packs. You don't actually have to do My Little Mine to get the collector set. That's technically a bug, and they said on Twitter that it was an unintended oversight, which means it's a bug. But they don't care about it because it's been in the game so long.
I haven't heard about this until you just brought it up.
Yeah, the soft clay pack tradable, which means you could technically buy Prospector
Didn't know that.
as long as someone has nuggets which are available. So,
Is
for
it- is
example,
this-
someone like me, who's got 3.2k nuggets, if I bought 23 soft clay packs and traded them to you, you could sell them back to the store and buy Prospector with the nuggets you get back.
Have they always been tradable?
So what you're saying is,
Yeah, it's always been tradable. Guess it's only been like brought to the public, I guess, in the past few days.
That's interesting.
so you're saying all those soft play packs I bought and opened, I wasted a fucking shit ton of money by opening them, right?
Wow.
I don't know what they're going for.
I wonder if it's increased.
don't get
Has it increased the price at all of clay packs?
Oh, I'm sure you could sell a clay pack for like 100k.
I
I'd pay 5 mil for Prospector set.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well, it does take like
Alright, let me-
does take like
let me
12
just see
hours
how
to
much
get.
money I can make from you.
Alright, so what are some tips that you guys have for protecting your bodies for gaming for such long hours, like your wrist, your back, your neck, and so on?
You know, just normal things like stretching, walking around the house, drinking water. Pretty obvious things.
I have never had a physical problem with how much I play RS. Like, not sure if that's like some sort of miracle. It probably is. I mean, you guys know how much I fucking play, and I don't. I mean, I do stretch, do something AFK, but like, I mean, room crafting month, I didn't do shit. But I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's just luck. Maybe like I'm just sort of immune to those things. 'Cause I've done it for so long, or what? I don't know. Never had a carpal tunnel. Never had like a injury from sitting, and I slouch when I sit too. So, I
Oh
don't know.
man, that is just asking for your back to just get destroyed.
I
I
don't know what
slouch
to tell
all
you.
the fucking time. I really don't do anything. Actually, there's one thing I do. It's kind of a weird thing because I have to explain to people who see me IRL with it. But I wear a glove on the hand. I use it for my mouse.
What?
And
What the? Are you serious?
I have a good explanation. Hold on.
Jesus.
It's
Alright,
because
let's see.
the way my table is, right? My wrist touches like the edges of the table, and if I hold my if I play RS for a long time and I have to hold my mouse for a very long amount of time, my hand, my wrist starts hurting because it's been resting on that corner of that table for so long. So I just wear a glove, and that pain goes away.
Do you wear a winter glove? What kind of glove do you play with?
Just, I don't know what's a winter glove, the fluffy kind.
Jeez.
Wow.
I that's I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think you just need to play comfortably. If hey, Dobbs plays or used to play on this shitty ass small tiny chair, and like the back, it only covered like a third of his back. I think getting a good chair is something real important. I might be looking into getting a new chair because my one's getting really worn out from use. It doesn't cover my whole back; it just goes up to like my shoulders. But I don't know, maybe for like protecting your body for gaming for such long hours, as they say. When I do darts, I rest my like arm on a small little pillow, and that really helps.
Yeah, I don't think I get affected too much. I guess with all the inefficiency, I don't really experience any pain. But I guess if you are, then just as XP wasted, it might just take breaks.
Yeah, I think my wrist hurt a lot when I did prayer, back in like
If you had gloves, you would have been fine, man.
if I'd have had gloves, I'd be embarrassed just sitting around with playing with gloves. Are you wearing those gloves right now?
Yes. On one hand, I only did it on the hand with my mouse. My keyboard hand is fine because my keyboard has its own rest thingy.
Man. Oh, but my wrist was really hurting the first time I started using AHK on a regular basis when I did prayer back in like June 2013 or so. But I guess like after a lot of time, your body will kind of like adapt to it. Like wow, Trance said he didn't do shit his entire month. I mean, I'm sure that helped out a lot from just a lot of buildup of not doing much prior to it, really.
Natural selection, man. I was born for this shit.
Survival of the fittest.
It's in my blood.
Alright, I'm about to skip this one here. Who added that? Alright, Trance, someone asked a question. What did you do during the 3 days that you didn't play?
Not much. I slept a lot. Did some real life chores like cleaned the house, mowed the grass, got a haircut, shaved, did the whole shit ton of laundry. And yeah, that's about it. All that
Just
bad.
real life shit, really.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Got a question. What are your guys' current goals in game right now?
I'm going for max, and after that, I'm going to go for boss pets, and the boss pets will probably take like 3 years if I did the math right.
Holy shit, that's a long time.
And they're gonna add more too, so it might be even longer. But I guess the other ones can become quicker as well.
Me, I'm just doing con, doing smithing.
I'm just doing more skills to 20 mil.
I'm just going for max total and after that, achievement diaries.
All right, people in the chat, if you guys have any questions, start asking them, and we can start reading from the chat and answering. Our Doing Cloak said, thoughts on something to revalue runes. RS3 did something called Rune Goldberg Machine. Do any of you guys know what that is? What is it?
Okay, they pretty much just made daily things doable twice, and to do that you would have to. It's kind of a mini game. They give you this thing called Visvax, and the Visvax would be used to let you do your dailies twice. So essentially, you would have 2 dailies every single day. That's what they did.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Dailyscape, so I don't know how to answer that.
Well, it would be in a different way, but
I think a rune sync should be through magic, not through some random ass, daily thing.
I wouldn't know how to go about doing it, like designing it, what way you would
If
implement
it's
it.
like
I wouldn't know.
splashing, that'll be a nice way to get some runes on. I mean, yeah, splashing uses runes, but you buy the runes for splashing from the shop, so it doesn't matter.
I don't really think that runes really need to be like revalued. Like most of them are pretty worthless, but I'm okay with that. Got one from Oil Runner. You guys in favor of an Infernal ads? Yes or no?
Yes, because it looked cool. It was cute as fuck.
I would
I would know,
nice.
but I wouldn't be that mad if it came. As long as we're a Dragon Axe sync, otherwise it's just dumb.
What were you saying, Dubs?
I'd say yes. Just as long as it Dragon Axe sync and maybe pickaxe sync, if that ever decreases in value. Like the
Everyone's
dragon
just saying
pickaxe.
yes, so you don't have to do fire making as much.
I'd vote for yeah, only if you had to pay a lot for a degradable Dragon Axe kind of thing. Alright, this is from Hans. I'm not going to finish the rest of his name. If you could get any 200 mil, what would it be and why?
I don't understand. Like, do you have to actually train it, or what?
I think he means like instantly. In
Yeah.
which case, I
I
think
wouldn't,
he was
I
just.
wouldn't want to 200 mil instantly.
Why?
I would pick Hunter because fuck Hunter.
I'll pick probably.
I'd pick construction so I can save money.
I'll pick mining, just because I hate mining.
Yeah, I'd say mining or construction because I hate those skills.
Alright, this is from Best Side. What do you guys think that we need to increase the kind of like EHP guidelines that we have for accepting people in as a smiley to the Hexis chat? Or do you guys think it's fine as it is?
Isn't it technically harder now because of the EHP rates getting reworked? So technically the requirements did go up.
Well, no, like for smiley, not for like to be a member.
Yeah, but it was like 500 hours, right?
Yeah, it was like 500 like a year ago, and it's still kind of like 500. If someone applies and they have like 500 to 600 or anywhere around there, and they haven't ever had like a 30-hour week or even like a 25-hour week, I probably wouldn't accept them. So I kind of look at it more from like it's a guideline. I don't know. What do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if there was someone who had 400 HP but they got it all in a month, I'd probably say, hell yeah, come on in. Someone had 600 HP and has played every single day since the release of the game, they're never going to be able to join. So there's no point in adding them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see, we got Jiklim, how many clockwork cats do you currently have?
I already, I already answered it in the chat, but I have about 300 now because I've been selling them. Cats
How
are
many
good
did you
all
have
the
at your
time.
peak?
I peaked at 1337. I took a picture of it, and then
Holy shit.
I cat bombed a few people, which you probably know about. One of the most popular example being when Boti's chair went on a massacre in the wilderness,
Hmm.
and then I just cat bombed him. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you died to him when he was AFK." No, I did it on purpose. I'm not gonna die to someone that's AFK. I'm not that bad.
That's a lot of clockwork
Yeah, I've been
cats.
selling them for an unknown price each. You probably find out the price if you buy one. Please don't steal my market.
Your Monopoly. Alright, this is from...
If you go on the RS Buddy exchange, you can see that it caps at a certain price, which is what I'm selling at.
Oh, giving it away. Alright, this is from Pi. It says, what kind of content would you guys most like to see added to the game?
Slayer bossing.
Well, I mean, there's kind of like that already in the game right now.
Yeah.
But like train, like, what is it called? A Slayer Master dedicated just for bosses and bosses only.
Yeah, although I wouldn't use that, but I think it's really good. Especially we were talking about earlier how Zulra's the only efficient boss. If they had that, where you could do all the bosses and still get some Slayer XP, which would be really like people would actually do it. Because right now the only incentive to do like DKs is to get a pet. But I think it would really revive a lot of those bosses that.
There should be a Zora task, and Zora should be a task only boss.
Well,
It's too late to do that, I think.
Yeah, it is, but
yeah,
I think that would have been a good way to go about it.
there's no way people would allow that to happen now. I think I would probably like to see maybe like efficient Slayer, to where like if you complete a task in a certain amount of time, you get extra Slayer points for doing so. I know that was something they wanted to pull a while ago, or I think it failed when it.
I don't like that because if you do the task fast enough and get those bonus points, your reward is doing the task fast enough. Doing the task really fast and getting that more XP in an hour. That's your reward. I don't think they should reward efficiency past the point of being efficient. Makes any sense.
Yeah, I kind of get a little bit of what you're saying there. I don't know. I can't really think of anything that I for sure just want to see in the game. Trickle's saying hi. Trickle bailed on us, guys. He said that he wanted to be on the podcast, and I pushed it back to a certain time so he could be on it, and he ended up
We will absolutely, without a shadow of it, be rating Cap King. How is that even a question? I'm insulted that you had to ask.
Is Cap King streaming right now? I'd love to rate him. Alright, Jeet asks, who do I think is the MVP? I think it's going to end up being Steph Curry, but it should be Westbrook. Alright, I'm really far back in the chat, so I'm going to start throwing out some questions that they see.
I don't see any questions. They're just spamming random crap.
Thoughts on me applying for Slay Stars? And will if Randy kicks me for whatever reason?
Don't think I'll be kicking you. Would you guys be against tax on...
Too long.
Been in the clan for too long, can't do anything about it. Would you guys be against...
I'm AFK Guffins right now, so what are you going to do about it?
Would you guys be against a tax on the GE if they added in maybe like 1 to 2%?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, if they pull if they did it on release, I wouldn't. But if they just like randomly added it, yeah, I'd be mad.
You'd want it to be pulled or what?
Wait, what? Attacks?
Yeah, like, so if you sell an item and it sells for like 100k, maybe they'll only give you like 95k for it. They'll take like 5%. I don't know, like, they'll take a tax out
That's
of.
a bit too much.
I don't know, I'm just using just numbers. I'd be okay with the
Yeah.
tax. I'd be okay with it if they put it in, but I wouldn't vote for it.
I think a lot of flippers would be really fucking upset, and that's why I wanted to happen.
Someone said to stand up and sniff your chairs. What the fuck? Nah. Alright,
Why you gotta stand up?
I'm in like a... I'm not in a chair, I'm sitting in like a living room chair, like a lazy boy right now. I just got my laptop set up in front of me. This thing's just... I'm not gonna smell, but it's just fucking leather. Oh, here's a good question from the real. What do you...
Smell the glove. Smell the glove.
Hey, you probably got a whole bunch of nasty ass like dead skin cells and sweat just built up in your glove. Maz,
No.
do you ever wash that glove?
Yes!
How often? I'm sure a lot of stink builds up.
Probably like once a week. I have like 3 pairs of gloves.
Just prepared.
Okay, fuck off. I have 3 pairs of gloves for like normal winter reasons, and they just happen to be here all year. I don't know why you guys are so grossed out.
I'm not really... It's different. I'm not grossed out. Here's a good question from the real. It said, what do your guys' moms think about how much you guys play RuneScape?
I don't know. I never asked her.
Has she ever expressed her opinion on it?
Us and video games. Loads.
Not really.
My mom definitely...
When I was younger, I had a...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. Go
When I
ahead.
was younger, I had a time restriction.
How...
When I was younger, I had a time restriction on my computer, and I could only play for like 4 hours a day or something like that. And now she doesn't really care.
I don't know. Back when I was
Yeah, I don't
in...
think mine cares really, as long as I...
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead, I mean...
Everyone in the Twitch chat.
iMoney or whatever.
You
Alright,
should probably say a farewell first.
alright, that'll wrap it up for the 12 Texas podcast. Don't know why I disconnected, but thank you guys for watching. It was a lot of fun. We've had more than 100 viewers for most of the stream, so that was pretty cool. Next podcast we'll be doing April 18th or 19th or so, somewhere around there, and we will be... I think we'll probably stream it. I thought this went really well, so there will be a link in the description with a form. You can fill that out, submit some topics, questions, whatever the fuck you want to say, really. And well, that'll do it for the 12 Texas podcast. Thanks for watching.